In this episode, we are going to put on this brand new recoil starter. Look at that, it's still got the bubble wrap in it. So after the debacle of blowing up the engine, we are not giving up on the Bunton. I currently have it in the paint shop. I was able to get the old engine off. I wanted to do that before I purchased the new engine, so there isn't any video of that. I just wanted to get that off right away so I can make my decision if I was going to go ahead and buy a new engine. I did. Went all the way up to Wisconsin, real nice guy, basically guaranteed the engine for me. A little bit of a drive, but we made it. We came back. It's 12 horsepower, Briggs Stratton flathead, IC, industrial commercial. One of the differences is this has an electric start on it, and the mower never had an electric start. So we're going to have to wire all that up. However, I'm itching to get this thing on there, and I'm itching to get it running. So what I did is I looked up the part number for this, and it did have a recoil start for it. So, in this episode, we are going to put on this brand new recoil starter. Look at that, it's still got the bubble wrap in it. How cool is that? Got this little cup. I'm hoping it fits. Like I said, it had an electric start. It was never intended to have a recoil start on this engine. So I'm hoping it fits. One thing is that this will actually work with the electric start. So we'll be able to get this on here. Hopefully be able to get the engine running, and that's what engages the recoil. So when the electric start goes and it's turning the engine, it actually won't even engage this. I like the idea of having both of them on. The reason why if the electric start isn't working, I have another option. So if this isn't working, I got another option for the electric by using the electric start as well. So ultimately, it just gives me a nice backup plan, if nothing else. So let's get going. Alright, let's watch as I fumble through this one. I already took the front screws, the back screws, and the screw off the oil pull, so this should just pretty much come right off. There's two screws on here for the starter. Those should be relatively optional. I might need to take those off right here. There it goes. I might need to take those off when I put everything back together. That's what we will find out. There's three screws in here that hold the screen on. The screen is kind of important because it keeps a lot of the larger debris and gunk out of the mechanisms here. There's actually a nut on the top of this. We gotta get that off. We're gonna use an impact driver to get that off. And there's a cup here that holds the screen on. That cup's gonna come off. We're gonna replace it with a different cup so we can actually use the starter. Alright, so we're actually just gonna use an impact on this. I got a 15/16 socket to go right on the top. The thing is that this will spin, so make sure your plug is unloosened. onto top of the shroud. This thing's got to kind of funnel around here. That's got to end up in the middle. That. Yeah. So just to make life easier. Maybe not. Go ahead. Fairly nicely. Make sure to take the spark plug off because this thing can start. Even with off the motor like this. I don't think there's gas in it. But and it's doing that same thing again. So I'll keep working on that. That gives you a really good idea. It's just that one bolt in the middle that's not getting tightened down enough. But that gives you a really good idea how to put one of those suckers on when you don't have one. And it's fairly inexpensive. Some guys, they just like to take a pulley and cut a notch in it, and then take a rope, spin it around, and pull it that way. That apparently is supposed to be the cheap method. For the price that this was, I prefer this method. If I can get that darn bolt tightened. So I might just try to use the bigger bolt. I don't know yet. But ultimately, I think I can get it to work. So I'm going to get it to work, and you do whatever it was you were doing before. You know, you do your nails, or drink that cup of coffee you started, or whatever it was that you were doing. Pop open another beer, whatever. Alright, I'll get back to this. I don't know if you can see this. It's dark in here. So I had the electric heater going, and I turned on the air compressor, and it popped the breaker. This is the story of my life, but I'm bound and determined to get this fixed. I am. So I'm going to go flip the lights back on so I can see what I'm doing, and then I'm going to get this fixed. And the next episode, hopefully we'll be putting this thing back onto the Bunton. Not back on, but on the Bunton, so we can get a lawnmower again.